absolutely fantastic! The ultimate evolution of the Gauss is here to destroy the guardian of the universe. First, let's crack this thing open. S.H.MonsterArts Iris. This Tamashii Web exclusive S.H.MonsterArts release has done a fantastic job bringing to life the final form of Iris as he appeared in Gemr 3. With a fantastic sculpt, great accessories, and full articulation, this figure is fantastic. Before we jump in and see how fantastic Iris is, give this video a like, share, and subscribe. Iris is in the 6-inch scale, standing roughly 8.5 inches tall and 16 inches head to tail. Iris looks great next to our other S.H.MonsterArts figures, as to be expected. Iris also looks great next to our S.H. Figuarts Ultraman figures and our 6-inch scale Chogokin figures from various lines. The scale checks out, now let's see how well Iris can move. Starting with the head, we can look up, down, left, right. For the neck joint, we can look fairly far down and extremely high up. The shoulders have a great range of rotation. I don't think they can rotate a full 360, be kind of difficult here with all these bits and pieces. The arms can come up a little bit less, or maybe about 90 degrees. The shoulder pads are on their own ball joints, can move around quite a bit. We have a bicep swivel. We have nice, we'll say, I think these are, double jointed elbows. We have a swivel at the elbows. For the spears, the movement is controlled by the swivel here we have in the elbows. I also noticed the center portion of the spears has a little bit of play here. I don't think these can pop out, but something to be aware of. In the upper torso, we can lean forward, backward, twist side to side, and lean side to side. There is a bit of play here in the upper chest, which is pretty cool. Moving out to the legs, we can kick forward this much, backward this much, come up to the sides this much. We also have this feature we can pull the hips down, which is pretty cool. We have a thigh swivel. We have nice double jointed knees. The feet can tilt and swivel. The hooves can open and close. We'll get into that later why you want to do this. Spin onto the back, starting from the second row of spines here, they're on ball joints. We kind of flip these up and rotate each of these around, which is very cool. When we get to the longer spines here, they're on their individual ball joints. We can really spread these all out, which is very nice. Then as we get down here to these mid-sized ones, they're bunched together on ball joints. So this is really cool here. And then finally, we have the stars of the show, our 4 long, multi-segmented tentacles. These are very cool and very posable. Now, something you need to be aware of, if you do not set these tentacles up properly, they will pop out a little too easily. So what you have to do is, if you want those nice swoops and sweeps here, you need to bend the tentacle and rotate it around. So that way, when you're bending it, it's already at the angle you want. And there you have it. Because I know some people get upset and say, oh, these fall apart. They don't fall apart. You just have to make sure you have them set up properly and angled and twisted right. So you can get these really cool swoops and poses with these nice, solid tentacles. At the end of each tentacle, the barbs can open up nice and wide. When it comes to Sculpt and Paint apps, Iris is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have our very sharp textured semi-translucent metallic silver head. In the center of the head, we have our vibrant translucent yellow eye. The upper torso has a cool textured and detailed bio-armored-like sculpt. The pecs, abs, and sternum protrude from the body with translucent blue and off-yellow paint apps. The shoulders have a long, sharp texture metallic silver sculpt with an intricate fleshy pattern on the inside. On the forearms, we have our long, sharp texture metallic silver spears. These are massive and look really cool. The legs have a lean, muscular sculpt with translucent blue parts protruding from the thighs. On the shins and calves, we have long, sharp metallic silver appendages. The feet have a large, hoof-like sculpt with metallic silver, and I guess we'll call these metallic silver heels and nails. Spin around to the back, we have a rows of detailed textured metallic silver spines. The spines look great and become longer as we go down. Finally, we have our super long tentacles with a long, fleshy, multi-segmented sculpt. At the end of each tentacle, we have our sharp metallic silver barbs with translucent yellow orbs in the center. Now, I got a little too excited and ended up picking up 2 Iris figures. My wallet hurts, but I guess this is for the greater good. When it comes to QC issues, both of my Iris figures are perfectly fine. The paint-ups are consistent, no articulation issues, the tentacles are fine, and everything is great. Now, I did notice the right hip on my first figure is a little on the tight side, but that's not really a big deal. Iris is fantastic. For accessories, first up we have our stand that has 2 configurations. The second we'll set up later. The first configuration is a support neck to help Iris stand. Iris can stand on his own, but this is appreciated. Next, we have our awesome set of flight parts that easily connect to Iris's body. We have our leg parts, next, we have our stand set up into its cool articulated tree configuration. We place Iris on the stand and we can finally attach the wings and their tips to Iris's body. We'll use the branches of the stand to support the wings. Iris in flight form looks fantastic. This setup really looks great and has presence. It's hard to describe how it feels when you have everything set up. The wings have a massive sculpt with flesh-toned digits, ribbed translucent blue webbing, and metallic silver tips at each end. In flight form, Iris is roughly 14 inches tall and 13 inches head to wing. This setup will take up a ton of space on the shelf, but it's really cool if you have room to display Iris in this form. Now, let's do some city building. As a whole, Iris turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The sculpt is well done, the paint-ups are clean, we have great accessories, and Iris is fully posable. I guess the only thing they could have added that would have really knocked this release out of the park would probably be supersonic scalpel effect parts for the tentacles. In the end, I love Iris and I absolutely recommend picking this figure up. Now, how much does Iris cost? I imported my S.H.MonsterArts Iris figure for $214, which is totally worth it. Now, if you're waiting on the US release for Iris, it looks like the domestic price for Iris will be between $290 and $308. If you're going domestic, click the link on screen right now to pre-order yours today. To see more S.H.MonsterArts reviews or to learn about the buildings I use in my reviews, click the links on screen right now. Be sure to follow me on social media, definitely follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next review.